So everyone is able to hear me? Am I audible to everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Great. Let's start. So this would be a workshop, not a webinar. Let me clear your doubt. So I want all of you should participate. It is a math subject. Until and unless you'll be solving some questions, we'll find it difficult. Right? So I'll appreciate if you all ask your queries, I'll ask your questions. Time is not the limitation. So yes, we have sufficient time to solve the queries. So once again, good afternoon and welcome to the magic world of Vedic mathematics. Now, why do I call it magic? Why do I call it as magic world? Vedic math has brought us change in our learning of mathematics. Do you know what is the biggest fear in any child? All of you are teachers. Yes. What is the biggest fear in a child's life? Yes. Still people are coming. Yes, Alok Singh, please go ahead.
So I think it's to fail in mathematics.
Fail in mathematics, correct. Yes, see, mathematics has become a biggest fear of in any child's life. And when we talk about what is the biggest fear in maths, it comes about tables. And not only kids, not only children, even we seniors, we teachers also have the same fears at some point of time in our life. I think we should wait for another minute. People are joining. Yes, Hetal, remembering formulas, that is true. Children develop a fear of maths as and when they grow. I completely agree with you. Remember the days when the child is going for a preschool, happily going, happily coming, because they have to just recite the poems, eat the food, come back. The moment there is a transition, there is a change from preschool to a school, okay, they try to adjust, but the moment these tables start, they have to cram it. That is where they develop a habit of cramming. We as a teacher, we ask them to narrate a table of this, narrate a table of 10, 20, 15, anything. And there it becomes difficult. That starts stage fearing also, and the fear of mathematics that enters in them. So this ancient subject, yes, Sonal, understanding the sums, correct. But right now, at the first stage, the first entry is always your tables, your multiple carryovers. As you say in sums, addition, we have multiple carryovers, and in subtraction, we have borrow. A simple example, if you have to subtract 100 minus 37 from 100, a child is very difficult to calculate what will he borrow. And in that also we have a solution in Vedic mathematics. So Vedic mathematics is a journey of transformation from fear of mathematics to confidence. So let's start. I think now most of, I guess, teachers have already joined. So let's start with it. So for all those who just joined, welcome to the magic world of Vedic mathematics. And the very first thing is you all should pat yourself. You should congratulate yourself. You should thank God for giving you an opportunity to learn such a beautiful subject, which will bring a change in your life as well as the children's life whom you will be further teaching. Everything you do in your life, you should always thank God for that. And the best way to thank God is appreciate your effort. First, you will appreciate, yes, I took a step. Then only others will. Yes. So here, most of our teachers are from SSRBM. So you should thank you, Gurudev, that he has given you this opportunity to learn such a beautiful subject. And right. So let me introduce ma'am, please. Can you have your mics off? Neetu, please. So let me introduce myself. I'm Dr. Yogesh Chana, an internationally certified trainer, author for Vedic mathematics. So as an author, I have written books, Vedic mathematics step by step. It is a series of 6 books, which were awarded last year, November 30th, for the best books on Vedic mathematics. Also, I'm an educator, training and working to motivate and help people to become edupreneurs or entrepreneurs. So this workshop, this will give you a brief introduction regarding Vedic mathematics, some concepts which you'll be learning to remove that fear of Vedic mathematics, and how to start your own classes. Right. So this workshop is to learn Vedic mathematics, to lead, and to launch your own classes. Ma'am, please, if you are not interested, you can leave also. Now, why did I say that we should appreciate yourself or pat yourself? You know, in life, the first step is the most difficult one. All of you might have heard about this subject, Vedic mathematics, from long, but never got the opportunity or never you initiated with the step. Now, today you have taken the first step towards learning of this subject. This is the life-changing moment in your life. So that is the, if you see, always first step is a difficult whenever you want to start with anything. Then it becomes a routine or a habit, and you can move further. So life is this. We should never think that we are already into this stage. What will we get to learn this subject now at this point of time? See, life can start at any time. You can start a new thing anytime, right? So any time can bring a change. I think I will have to mute some people. Right. So what does Bhagavad Gita says? See, whenever in our life we think something positive, anything we think positive, there is always a doubt associated with that. I'll give you a very simple example. Every new year, we make a resolution that we'll start jogging from the next day. We'll start with the meditation on the first. We'll start with going to temple the first day. Does it happen? Why? Why does it not happen? Because the same moment we have a doubt. What will happen if I don't go this day? What will happen if I start from second? So this is like whenever you take a positive thought, there is always a doubt associated with it. Number of times you might have thought to go for some place, okay, to start reading a book, or you're going for an interview. At the last stage, last moment, you think, what is going to happen if I don't go for an interview? Otherwise, also, I'm not being selected. Why we take negative? Why do we think in that negative approach? This has become a human nature. And why? Because God, or the nature also gives us that thought Yes, you should think again. It is basically we are being tested and we all fail in that. So that is the reason whenever nature tests us, we all fail because we think, oh, there is a doubt, let's leave it. And the same thing, if you have to go for a movie on the 1st of Jan, we all will go. Why? Because it is the first day. Let's go for a first show. Friday, everybody tries to go for a show, but Friday they will not start with the meditation or yoga. Oh, we'll start it on Monday. Why? I won't say going for a movie or going for something unless it is a wrong thing or it is a negative thought. But again, it is not a constructive one. It is not what can bring a change in our life or what is really a positive thing. So this happens every time. That is why I asked you, now you have taken the first step. So pat yourself, congratulate yourself that you have taken the first step towards the change in your life. So let's start with it. And so what is expected from us? What nature, what divine expects from us? That we should be confident and motivated every time. But does this happen? No. Even in one day, number of times our confidence goes down. We lose motivation. We think, oh, I'm too dull today. I cannot do this. I cannot do that. Why? So now it is the right time, right place to start a right journey. And we'll do this with a positive attitude, right? Okay. So how many of you are aware of the term Vedic mathematics? Yes. How many of you are aware about the term Vedic mathematics? Yes, Vaishali? Bihul? Umesh? Yes, so what is, please, it's all are free to speak. I told you initially only it is a workshop, not a webinar, so I will not speak only. You are free to ask me any questions and similarly share your views. Yes, so what is Vedic mathematics? It has created such a hype. So we all should know what is Vedic mathematics as per you, or what do you know about Vedic mathematics? Yes, ma'am.
By Vedic mathematics, we have to find out cube roots and square roots very easily.
Okay, great. So that means Vedic mathematics can help you to find cube roots, square roots. Perfect. That is, I would rather say it is magical in those two categories, because what we need number of steps there, we can just visualize, just see and find out. That is, you know what is that called? Finding square roots.
Simplified techniques.
No, I'm talking about particularly square root and cube root. That is called as Viloknam Sutra. That means by mere observation. So by just seeing the number, you can calculate square roots and cube roots for 5-digit numbers. Other than that, it takes 1 or 2 steps. But initial small numbers, all they are called as Viloknam Sutra. You can just go and see. Okay. So anyone else? Yes, Sonali, you have raised the hand.
Yeah, actually, I don't know about it, but I know only the thing that it's a ancient Vedic technique to calculate the numbers.
Great. You are, it's not, you are not correct. It is 100% correct.
Thank you. Thank you.
But I'll give you a very simple definition, but let's hear from everyone. Yes, see, because we all have learned it through Facebook, bits and bytes. So definitely we'll share and then we'll come to something concrete. Yes, anyone else?
Jai Gurudev, good afternoon, sir. It's a system which helps to do the calculation in a simple and easy way. Its meaning is actually knowledge about mathematics. Perfect. And I think Bharati Krishna Tirtha Ji was the person who's discovered it again.
Perfect.
And actually it was an ancient Indians, it was an asset from ancient Indians, but Bharati Krishna Tirthi was the person who discovered it again, and I think he wrote a book about this. That's the knowledge about this, sir. Thank
Perfect. It is perfect. Okay. Now, so let's start from the point. Why is it called Vedic mathematics? Now, it is called Vedic mathematics because of its origin. Origin means it is believed to be originated from our Vedas. How many Vedas we have? Yes. How many
Four.
Vedas we have?
Four.
Four
Yes.
Vedas.
Which
Four
one?
Vedas.
Can you,
Veda, Yajur Veda, Sama Veda, Atharva Veda.
okay. Yes. Is it correct? Okay. So we have four Vedas. Sam Veda, Yajur Veda, then Athar Veda, and the last
Rig Veda.
Rig Veda.
Rig Veda,
Perfect.
Yajur Veda, Sama Veda, Atharva Veda.
Yes, perfect. So this particular subject, Vedic mathematics, it is believed to be originated from our fourth Veda, that is Athar Veda. The Veda
Atharva.
deals with the branches like engineering, mathematics, culture, medicine, and all the other sciences which we are today aware of. Correct? So that is why it is called as Vedic mathematics, because it has been believed to be originated from our Vedas. Correct? And definitely Vedic also means knowledge. Ma'am was perfect. It means knowledge. And now Bharati Krishna Tirtha Maharaj, he was Shankaracharya at Govardhan Peeth, that is in Orissa, right? So he's the person who gave us this beautiful subject. And it is only due to his efforts we are today having this subject, which we call it as a magical mathematics. And I will always also give you one point. It is not only in mathematics. It is not helpful only in maths, even in your organic chemistry. That we'll discuss in the coming period. Why it is called Vedic mathematics? You're clear? Who gave us this beautiful subject? You're clear? Or who is called as a father of Vedic mathematics? Right? Now, today, when we learn this, what exactly Vedic mathematics is? Everyone was correct that it helps us in solving the problems easy. It is this making it faster. But the perfect definition of, if you have to define it, very simple. It is a collection of techniques. Now, techniques are concepts, formulas. Formulas we can call it, generally call it in mathematics, and sutras. Sutras is the exact word which we use in Vedic mathematics for formulas. So it is a collection of techniques, formulas, or sutras which helps to solve our mathematical problems in an easy and faster manner. Right? So Vedic mathematics is what makes our math easy and faster. A very simple definition. It is not a different subject. Very, let me clear you. So, sometimes people ask me, it is a different subject. No, it is just a supplement to your mathematics, which is making it easy and faster. Right? Now we talked about it has sutras or formulas or techniques. So how many formulas we have in Vedic mathematics? Like in maths, if I ask you, there are a number of formulas, but here we have only 16 formulas, which is known as 16 sutras and 13 sub-formulas or 13 sub-sutras. So total 29 we have, and which can be used to solve the problems in arithmetics. Arithmetics is your addition, subtraction, your multiplication, division, and all. Geometry, trigonometry, algebra, conics, and even organic chemistry, right? So very simply, Vedic maths makes your maths easy and fast, right? Any doubts now you have? Any questions you have regarding these two top points? Yes. Alok Singh, you raised hand. Yeah, tell me, Alok. Yes, sir. Yes, Mr. Alok. Tell me.
Am I audible?
Yes, please.
Sir, I have heard, and people do take a lot, they go for abacus study. Abacus, and they have the levels also. They go to different levels, and they take pride in it. So, do we have such levels in Vedic mathematics? Is there any competitive exams for Vedic mathematics as in abacus?
Now, I will answer this question because we have this topic at the end of today's class only. And at that time, I'll clear your this doubt because both the things are different. So this abacus we'll discuss when we'll be discussing its importance and all. We have this in our session today itself. So don't worry, I'll connect on that part. Right. Okay. Yes, anyone else? Any point? Anything? Any questions you have now?
Sir,
Yes.
can we use these methods for our regular classes while teaching in CBSE school in maths?
First thing, if I made it very clear, it is not a different subject. It is what makes your mathematics easy and faster. Okay, let's start from class. The initial point. What do you teach to kids of class 1 and 2? You teach them
Addition,
addition,
subtraction.
you teach them subtraction, you teach them multiplication tables. All these three can be done. Today, see what we'll learn today. We'll learn first the fear factor. We'll remove the fear factor today. The fear factor is cramming the tables. So we'll remove that. Then we'll understand the magic behind this subject, which we call fast. Our speed gets increased. How does that get increased? All of you, you'll observe, you'll see that magic, that within 20 minutes or 15 minutes, you all will see a change in yourself. You all will not need a calculator to calculate. Rather, you'll be able to calculate much faster than the calculator. You all will feel this difference, right? And then, so I made it very clear, and whereas abacus is very good, but it cannot be incorporated in our education system. And why? I'll discuss it in the last part of our session. 1-digit 4 operation. Yes, Jyoti, I could not understand this. Jyoti Dubey.
Yes, sir. 1-digit addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division we teach in grade 1. You had asked that question. Sir.
Okay, sorry. Now, grade 1, if you talk about now in grade 1, at what, which tables do you teach? Tables up to which number?
Sir, up to 5.
Up to 5. And if a student of class 1 itself, he's able to do a table of 89, can you believe?
That's wonderful, sir.
Then, see, if you're not clear, why you all are here to learn? Because our national policy, as per our national education policy, this particular subject has been implemented now. And in Bangalore, one school, they asked me to start this from class 1. And I'll share you that video of first day. And the same thing, what you said, yes, they were able to go for tables up till 4, 5, and some parents are, educated, so they try to teach them up till 9. But the same day, after 1 hour class, they were able to write tables up till 89, every student of class 1. So it's not difficult. You all will see, whatever I'm saying, you might not believe right now, but 15 minutes, I think that is, thereafter you'll see the difference. This subject is really magical, and you all will have a experience of this. People are joining now after 26 minutes. I'm not getting. Okay. So now there is a big hype regarding this subject. Vedic mathematics, everywhere you open Facebook, you open Google, you talk to anybody, everybody is talking about this subject. Why it has become such an important thing in our life? Why people are after this? Why? What was the need that our government had to initiate this? This subject has to be implemented in our national, as per our national education policy. You know why? The reason is it has got so much advantages, so many advantages. It is such useful for the kids. And the very first advantage is it helps to improve your speed. So the problems which you found difficult earlier, you are able to solve 10 to 15 times faster. And this term, you might have seen this term number of places. Anytime you search Vedic mathematics, it's written, it helps to solve a mathematical problem 10 to 15 times faster. Some claim 70 times faster. Yes. Have you seen this? Now, my question is something different. As a teacher, you should know why it happens. It happens, this is understood. We'll prove it right away. But why it happens, we are sitting in a scientific era where anybody says anything and we'll believe that is not possible. We need a justification, we need a reason, a technical reason behind this. Yes, so anyone can give me the reason? Why does this happen? Yes, why does our speed increases many folds? Why does our speed increases 10 to 15 times faster? Anyone? You can try.
Because of the technique or the strategy.
So excuse me, sir.
Yes.
Because this Vedic mathematics, it helps to solve the mathematical problem using the visualization tricks.
Okay.
So because of this also, so it helps. And then after, beside this Vedic mathematics, it has got so many easy and short parts, because of which the kids themselves, they feel easy. They enjoy the mathematics. So that's why also it reduces the time.
Okay, good, great. Yes, Hetal, you were saying something?
Yeah, I was saying that maybe because of the tricks and the techniques that have been taught to the children.
Okay.
So the speed increases.
Great. Anyone else?
Sir, because of many sutras which are there in the Vedic mathematics, the calculation becomes easier, and that's why it becomes faster.
Okay. And same, we have formulas in maths. Okay, a bit.
But actually the formula in general mathematics, so it's quite tough, and it cannot be visualized and brought in practical easily. But in Vedic mathematics, whatever the things are here, the tricks are very shortcuts, easy, and can be visualized easily. So that's why also it becomes easy. So that is the fact.
Yes, anyone else? No? Okay.
I feel through Vedic mathematics, we follow the tricks and the techniques and we don't go all the steps which are there in traditional method. So that gives a quick answer and give the confidence to everyone to do in a better way.
Okay. Somewhat correct. I was looking for some scientific reason and something which we all know. See, we all know the reasons, but we have never focused on that. We never looked from that angle. Okay, let me ask you a simple question. How do we read or how do we write? We read from left to right. You take a paper, left to right. We write from left to right. You all are sitting at your place. Just see in front of you, there might be a cupboard, there might be something placed. Your first look will go towards left, your eyes will see towards left and then towards the right hand side. It is what is the action of our brain in coordination with eyes, because everything we are doing in the same manner. But when it comes to mathematics, we are doing the reverse. We first solve unit place, then we go for tens place, then we go for 100, then we go for 1000. That means we are moving from right hand side towards left hand side. That is where our speed goes slow. See, everything when you do by one method, your brain has a habit, or it is adjust towards that the same procedure. Only in case of mathematics, it's different. That is one technical reason behind speed going slow. Whereas when we'll talk about Vedic mathematics today, we'll observe you have a choice. Either you can move from left to right, or you can calculate from right to left. Both the ways you can do it. You are flexible to go any way, and that is the reason why your speed gets increased. Maybe it sounds right now, it might sound awkward or it sounds difficult, but today you will solve one question. Left to right you'll solve faster, and right to left you'll be finding it difficult. Though you have been practicing since whatever is your age minus 5 years, you have been practicing maths from that time, but you'll find the difference yourself. Second reason, now Mr. Bilu was correct, visual effect. See, a simple question to you. What is 576 into 121? If I ask you this question, what will you do? 576 into 121. Yes. What will you do?
Press the calculator.
Sir, we can use 11 by 11 method, multiplication of 11.
Yes. Now, this is if you have understood this concept of Vedic maths. Otherwise, our normal procedure is we'll write 576, below that we'll write 121, and it could be any number. We do this way only. We just focus what is our multiplication. And sometimes we make silly mistakes in that also. So, but when you have learned this topic, when you have undergone Vedic mathematics, your concept will change. What? First, you will visualize the numbers. Now, visualizing the number, you'll find what is 121? It is something related to 11. I'll not go into detail right now. I want you to find this yourself after 5 minutes. So you'll find the difference, that how your visual ability helps you to take a different reasoning and then apply a proper logic to it. So visual ability enhances, your reasoning skills are increased, and your logics are improved. So that is why we call it as life-changing process, where increased visual ability, good reasoning skills, and enhanced logic, that makes a difference in anybody's life. Whenever you come across any situation in your life, any situation, you'll first try to visualize that problem. Then you'll try to find a reason behind that, and then you will apply a proper logic to it. right? That is why we call it as life-changing process. So this is the second reason. Now, third reason, somebody said, yes, the techniques are faster, correct. But before that, one more reason I'll tell you. This is all of us, all the female teachers, they know. What happens when your maid is absent? The day your maid is absent, what happens? Are you able to complete your household jobs faster or slower? Yes, faster or slower?
If we are not habitual, sir, then definitely slower.
Okay. Rest they don't have, or they don't
Same
want.
answer. Same answer.
What
Whatever
happens
she said.
whenever we are? Why are we able to complete it faster? Because we are not dependent on anyone. See, if you have to do something on your own, you can do it faster. But if you have to ask somebody to do it for you, it always takes time. Similarly, here, to solve the problems, you don't need even paper and pen. When you're doing everything on your own, when you are doing everything mentally, there is no need of any external object or force. That makes your things easier. That makes it quicker and faster. Right? And the fourth reason. Now, we told that we do all these calculations mentally. So when we are doing calculations mentally, that means some part of the calculation is kept in the intellect, in our mind, that activates our right brain and left brain. Now, as a teacher, you all might be knowing left brain means logic strong. Right brains means we are more creative, oriented towards art. And this subject will enhance both right brain as well as your left brain. So many research have been done on this subject. And it has been found students who are learning this subject, who are performing maths using this subject, they always perform better because they are able to complete their job easier, faster, and with more confidence. I told you initially also, it is a journey of transformation from fear of mathematics to confidence. This is the first benefit. And the second is you attain a feeling of I can. Now, if you have this feeling, I can, nothing is impossible for you in the life, right? Any questions regarding this point? Why does your speed increases? Any questions you have? Yes? Yes, Bihu, Preeta, anyone? Sonal? KBM? Okay,
No, sir.
great. So let's take out paper and pen and let's start some calculation part. Shri Lata, are you getting? So the first topic we'll be doing, most of you might be knowing, because this is a very common trick, but I will not call it as a trick because we'll go further on this. We'll not limit it up till where we start. So the first concept is multiplication with 11 and its multiples. Now, please do remember this, I'll be asking the same question. Now, 11 is such a number, very magical number, you can say. If you multiply any single digit number with 11, the answer is same number is repeated twice. Very magical number. 999. And we all know whatever is a number, we just put 0 after that. But what happens actually? Now, if I have a number 23 and I have to multiply with 11, very simple number. So what do we do as a student? We write 23, we write 11, 23, 0, 23, 253. Correct? So 2 times multiplication, 1 time addition. This is how we have been doing since class 1. Bindu, I have not logged anybody's audio and video. Please check it at your end. I have not logged anyone. Okay, just raise your hand. I'll change if at all you're saying, so that you come at the first position. I'll change it because on the first screen you are not visible. You can raise your hand, ma'am. Then I'll try to unmute here from here, but I have not logged anyone. Is it Bindu Dhruva from SSRVM or someone else? Yes, I have done it. Okay. But how do we work in Vedic maths? We'll not go, this is correct, and we have been doing by this method only. But here, a very simple concept is here. First number as it is. Last as it is. And in between, you add the numbers. So what is 2 plus 3? 5. Now this gap, we generally keep a balancing line. This is known as balancing line. It is an imaginary line and invisible line. But why we keep it? So that 2 numbers don't mix. First digit as it is, second digit as it is, in between, add the 2 numbers. How simply you can do it. 36. So 396. Yes. 44. 484. 53. 583. 61. 671. See the speed, how speedily you can do. And you can do it mentally. Is it clear to everyone, or you have any questions? Yes?
So 67 into 11.
If you are unable to speak, you can give the answers on chat also, not issue. Yes, ma'am, tell me.
67 into 11.
We are coming there. First, we are going for without carryover. Then I'll go. That is there. See, step by step go. Even if you see my book, if you see my background, it is written Vedic mathematics step by step. Everything would be covered. Don't worry about it. So,
What
here
about
yes, Krishna.
What about in 3-digit number or 4-digit numbers case?
मैं पहले 2 digit हो जाएगा तभी 3 पे आएंगे. Let's go step by step.
Okay.
We'll do it. Don't worry. See, I told you initially only. Don't think this workshop is for 2 to 4. If you have questions, let it go up till 6, 7. I don't mind it. Every time it goes for 3.5 hours. I don't mind it. So you should have queries. You should have questions. Okay. So 63, 6, 9, 3. Everybody clear? Any doubt anyone has? See, I don't. So I should speak everybody's name. Arun, Madhukiran, Swati, Satish, Trisata, Bharti. I think yes. Okay. Now coming to, now this was very easy. 36 into 11. 396. But see the difference now. 37. Now it is 3. Okay, I'm putting a balancing line just so that there is no confusion at all. 10 and 7. Now, see, in Vedic mathematics, you have to remember only two things. One is always use this balancing line. It will never make you make any silly mistake. It will always avoid silly mistakes for you. Second thing, you have to remember one concept that is known as place value. How many digits do you have at unit place or tens place or 100 place? How many digits can be accommodated at one place value?
One digit.
Yes. Parvati, Krishna. Yes. So see, at unit place you are correct. Only one digit. This is tens place here. Now, can we have 2 digits? No. So what happens? This extra digit moves towards the higher one.
So carryover number should be added with the first digit 3, no, sir?
Yes. It becomes 407. So this point you need to remember, understand that we cannot have 2 digits at any place value. And you'll see this. Is it clear? One more example I'll give and then I'll ask you questions. 67, somebody asked. 6,
77.
13 and 7. So that is 737. Clear? Everyone clear or not?
Yes, sir.
Only 2
Yes.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. So what is 82 into 11 now?
901.
902.
Sorry, 902. Yeah.
10 to 902. What is 69 into 11?
759.
Yes.
759.
759.
Very good.
759.
759.
Let me check on answering. Only one. Dimple. On audio, only 2. So we have 70 people. Okay, minus 1. 69. 85 into 11.
935.
Correct.
935.
Now, see, if you are clear with 2 digits, then only we can move further. So anyone has doubt with 2 digits? Okay. So what is the largest 2-digit number?
99.
So what
99.
is 99 into 11?
1089.
Perfect. Yes, Bihu. Archana.
1089.
1089.
Perfect. So any doubt from number 11 to 99? Any 2-digit number you have a problem? Any doubt?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Perfect.
No, sir. No. Perfect.
No, sir.
Yeah. See, keep on solving side by side. That will give you practice. And once you get this practice, you'll find a change in yourself. Okay. Now somebody asked me 3-digit number. Yes, we'll go for 3-digit number. 123 into 11. 1 as it is. 1 plus 2.
1, 3, 5, 3.
2, 3, 5, and 3. 1, 3, 5, 3. Got it? So this is first combination. This is second combination, and done. Otherwise, you have this step 123 into 11. So 123 or 123 0 1 3 5 3. Now this you have to understand, which is for the kids. And is it clear?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Any doubt, any questions you have, you can ask side by side. Not an issue. Okay. Now 2, 4, 6 into 11.
2, 6, 2, 7.
2706.
2706. 2706.
2706.
2706.
Now,
2706.
now you're saying what you are doing. You are calculating also. You are calculating also, and you see at the same moment you are trying to observe what will come next. This is you are using your both the brains. Earlier we used to do one thing. We used to write the number and do the calculation. See the thing. 2706. Clear?
2706. 2706.
Perfect. 369.
3, no.
459. Is it 3, 4, 5, 9, 15, 15.
6.
4059. 4059.
5. Let's go 0.
4059.
4059.
So, is it really tough?
No, sir. No, sir. No,
Really?
no, sir.
So that is what. Okay. 4, 7, 9 into 11.
Five two six nine. 5269.
5269.
5269.
Lena, can you give more example of 2-digit? Okay.
Sir, it's done. It's done. Sorted, sir.
Okay. Okay.
5269.
Four, 11.
4269.
So 5269. 5 now. That will also come, na? Yes. It's not 4269. It is 5269. Please check.
Yes, 5269.
Four 401 into 11.
4411.
4.
4411.
4411.
4411.
How easy this is. Okay. So
4411.
largest 3-digit number.
999.
So what is 999 into 11?
10889.
10989.
10989.
10989. 10989.
Any doubt? 3-digit numbers.
No, sir. No, sir.
So 999, just try to type on your calculator. That is easy, or you got the answer much faster? You're the better judge. I will not explain you. I will not tell you.
So this way it was more faster.
1, 2, 3, 4 into 11. Again, 1, 3, 5, 7, 4. What we did? First, this pair, then this pair, then this pair. Finished. Any questions regarding this? So just yeah, I have a respect for math teachers, but I'll tell you one thing. We should never think that we don't want to learn from others. See, that is ego. Sometimes we learn from nature also. Everything in nature they teach us. The only thing is how much we can accept. And whatever I told you today, that it is a life-changing process, I don't want that you should just listen to me. Just try to observe, just try to feel. Once you'll do this exercise today, after this workshop, you'll find that whatever difficulties you found during calculations, they are all gone. And what do we expect from kids? We expect them to be self-confident. But did we ever give that confidence to them? We only teach them cramming, and then we ask, don't cram. When we start asking them tables, that time what do we say? Yaad karo. Remember this. What is that? We are saying them to cram, and then we say, don't cram the things. Try use your brains. How is it possible? So even small kids, nobody finds this difficult. Later in the next topic, you will see whatever things we have been doing since long time, it was really not that helpful. It was just creating a fear in us. Okay. 2, 4, 6, 8 into 11. So some are here just for attendance.
2714.
Bharti, Purnima,
27148.
Latur, Vishnu, Shri Latha, Pallavi, Tirupati, Yashika, Payal. Are we all here just for attendance?
27148. 27148.
Rama Akka had a meeting yesterday, and it's very clear that this is going to be introduced in your schools. If you are going to lose this opportunity, somebody else will replace you. This subject has been introduced. Now it is the time when you have to take this opportunity or grab the opportunity, right? So 2, 6, 10, 8. Yes. Correct? Any doubt?
Sir, 8 remains.
Sorry?
8. Last 8.
Last digit.
That will come. Any doubt? So 2,
No, sir.
1, 4, 8.
Yes,
Okay.
correct.
3, 6, 9, 6 into 11.
3, 9, 15,
40656.
Great. Good. Yes, start.
40656.
40356.
40656.
40656.
Okay,
Yes.
I'll give you one hint. I'll give you one hint. Now see, you are adding single digit numbers. So maximum one will come carryover. So don't get, whenever you see that carryover is coming, just add one. Right. Okay. 4, 8, 6, 7 into 11.
4, 12, 14, 13, 7. So 7, 3,
5, 3, 6, 3, 7.
5, 3, 5, 3, 7.
5, 3, 7.
5, 3, 5, 3, 7.
5, 3, 5, 3, 7.
5, 3, 5, 3, 7.
5, 3, 5, 3,
53537.
Perfect. Again, the last, the biggest 4-digit number.
9 into 11. So 9, 18, 9. So 9,
9989.
9, 9, 10. 109989.
109989. Yeah.
09989.
Any doubt in 2-digit
No, sir.
numbers,
No, sir.
3-digit numbers, 4-digit numbers? Is really Vedic math stuff then? See, you have done so much. So easy. So why we were deprived from such a subject? Okay, this you only answer. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 into 11. 5 digits. Try.
5, 11. 3, 1, 3.
13579.
1357995.
You remember
Seven.
Shakuntala Devi movie? How many of you have seen that movie? It is the same thing. So that small practice is required. So if you really have to impress the students or impress me, you have to let them feel the magic. Ask them, what is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 into 11? 135,795. Because your brain will start calculating. Got it? Any doubt?
Yes.
Okay.
Sir,
Yes.
No doubt, sir.
I think this is very useful in competitive exam, but in 4th or 5th standard, when word problem is there of multiplication, means that is for 3 to 4 mark question. And then how we can give, if we will write only last answer.
Okay, let me.
Stepwise.
Sir, you know, Vedic maths was called by senior teachers, professors, IIT lecturers, a bunch of just tricks. And this was the reason why we were deprived from this topic, this subject for so many years. He wrote the books before 1960, and today it is 2022. Why we were deprived from such a good subject? And for your information, no competitive exam is possible without Vedic mathematics. No competitive exam. If you visit any competitive institute, they will teach you the same concept, but they'll say, every institute teacher, they'll say, I'll teach you a trick. They won't name it as Vedic mathematics. They'll name it as trick, right? So any entrance exam, and you know how tough is today's life. I'll give you today some facts. One fact, if you are not aware, what do we do if a student fails? Now, let me tell you something regarding myself. I'm into business from last 25 years. I was not a teacher. Never a teacher. Never a trainer. But what I felt in life, do you know what happens the day 10th class results are released or 12th class results are released? Do you know what happens that day? There are suicide cases. Kids are doing suicide. Check with the newspaper. No other day they'll do such a thing. Only on these 2 days. And 99.99% of those students who are failing in maths. Is maths such a tough subject? We are teaching maths in school. After that we are taking their tuitions. Still they are failing. Is it really tough? No. The thing is, we have made it for our business. That was a moment that changed me. Yes, I have to do this. The COVID started and I started writing books in the COVID itself. And within these 2 years, I became the most viewed writer in the world. Gurudev also blessed me. He inaugurated my books in September last year, and now I'm training 10,000 teachers of Haryana government, all government school teachers. Your SSRBM Karnataka, now today your Kerala and Maharashtra. Why this is being given? So that we can uplift the kids. Now, when you talk, so we have to change our mindset. Why do we say how teachers will give marks? Till yesterday, you would have been correct. If I was taking this class a year back, this question was valid because at that time it was not introduced. Now, if you see Rajasthan board, they introduced Vedic mathematics 6 years back. See their class 3rd book, see their class 4th book, see their class 5th. So 3rd to 9th, they have added. 27th November or 27th December, Gujarat Education Minister announced that we are adding from class 6th. Haryana, I am doing, so I know they have added. Rest states also are adding and doing, but this policy was 2020. But yes, due to COVID, it is being introduced now. So when you will be having Vedic maths also, then how can you deprive that marks? And now when you talk about word questions, I'll answer in another way. Now, as per you, addition is the simplest thing because you just have to add 2 numbers. Still, if you check with class 1, 99% students are not getting 100% marks, even though they have only addition questions. Why? Because they don't know how to check the answers. In Vedic maths, we have a concept known as digit sum, with the help of which we can even verify our answers. So take it as a tool. See, every revolution, every change takes time. As a teacher, we should accept it and pass it on to the students. If we'll have a question mark on every new thing, how will we able to bring the change? That was what I started my workshop with. With every positive thought, we have a doubt. Why do we have? What will happen? We will not get marks. Why we will not get marks? Even those teacher will know that he has solved by Vedic maths, they'll give it. We are not now under us. Every change needs time and it will be done. Don't worry about that. I'm not. What I feel is the students should be so confident, then they'll be able to do it both the ways. So this was what brought a change in me. If I can change a businessman who was always on move, within the span of 2 years, everything changed due to blessings of God, Gurudev also. So it's not like, right. Be positive, be optimistic. They will get 6, 5, 4, 3, 2 into 11.
Seven one nine
71975.
71975. Yes.
719752.
719752.
Easy it is. Anything you found difficult till now? Anything that was difficult to understand?
No, sir.
Okay, let's conclude this topic. So, what was the observation from this first topic? Now, you know, what was the topic?
Multiplication by 11
Multiplication.
So, it was multiplication, correct? My question is, where did we multiply?
Yeah, I did.
Where did we multiply? See, now in class 1 or 2, when you teach, initially students 2 into 3, because
Repetition, addition, repetition we did.
no, we did not.
Repeat addition.
No, we did not do, ma'am, that also. Let me explain. See, when we start multiplication, we say 2 into 3 is 6. No student understands. Because till then they have done only addition. So then we say 2 plus 2 plus 2. So repetition of addition is multiplication. But did we do repetition? Did I added 6, 5, 4, 3, 11 times? So how is it repetition of addition? We added corresponding digits. In actual, we just added corresponding digits. It was not repetition of addition. It was addition of corresponding digits. Yes or no? This is the right word or? Yes?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So
Yes,
is it
sir.
clear? First thing. Second thing. Second change, can you tell me? Let's see. What did you observe? Yes?
Adjusting the numbers according to their places.
Okay.
Tens place and ones place like that.
Okay.
Balance.
69%. Yes, only 4 answered. Rest.
Sir.
First and last numbers the same.
The number using the balancing line.
Okay. Rest. Yes.
First and the last digits were same in the answer also.
Okay.
The same method every time.
Any major observation?
Right side.
So we applied the same method every time.
Okay.
For every place.
Okay.
So we did calculation from right to left.
Right to left, yeah.
Okay. Right to left.
Left to right.
Left to right.
Is it like that, sir, that number increased by 2 times or 3 times or something like that?
No.
I felt no.
No, ma'am.
Addition of digits.
No.
If we multiply a 2-digit number, we'll get a 3-digit number. If we multiply
answer.
She was correct. See, for the first time, you calculated from left to right. Okay. Let me give you again the number. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Try from now, just visualize and try from right to left also. Earlier we were doing this 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 5. This was left to right what we did.
Is the same.
Try from this.
Right to left.
Do right to left mentally.
Right to left is easy method, sir.
Right to left is easy means you want to start from 5.
Left to right is easy.
Left to right. Right to left is easy.
Try
we
to
can do
find,
it both ways.
try to find it mentally, which is faster.
Left to right.
Right to left.
Right to one.
Right.
To left.
Left to right.
Left to one.
Left to right only.
So
No, sir, it is from right to left because you didn't explain how we are adding from right to left thing. See, 1, third place 3, then 2 plus 3 5, 4 plus 3 7, then comes 9 and the last digit 5. Isn't it so?
So this is left to right, ma'am. This is left to right, not right to left.
Yeah, correct. But before I was writing from right to left, sir.
Ma'am, just writing is different thing. Try to calculate mentally. I have given you one question. See this. Can you, because you spell the same way, left to right. So it will become faster when you calculate from left to right. And that is what I gave you the first reason. Left to right will be always quicker, faster than right to left. And for the ages, we have been doing from right to left only. See, here you can do both the ways. See the flexibility. Till now, we knew that questions can be done on one way only. Did you ever thought of doing from left to right maths? The first time only you did this. Done? So this was my first point.
We just added the corresponding digits.
Yes, that was what adding the corresponding digits. That's what I told. This is the first. So how easy it is. Adding the corresponding digits means adding single digit numbers. So whenever somebody asks me what is the minimum eligibility to learn Vedic mathematics, do you know what is that? Addition of single digit numbers you should know. So it should not be 9 plus 7 16. No, it should be 9 plus 7 16. One should know exact. So addition of single digit numbers is the basic eligibility, and the second eligibility is tables up till 9, and I'll give you up till 8 only. If you know tables up till 8, you can do anything. This is the minimum eligibility to learn Vedic mathematics. So as you are already a teacher or even students, now what do you think? A class 3rd student cannot do this. Age 8. So that is why we teach Vedic mathematics from class 3rd onwards. But yes, certain schools, they want their impression, they want to market the product. So they said, yes, we'll start it from class 1, and that was done. Because even a class 1 student can accept it. Any doubt up till now?
No.
Okay. Now,
Sir, should I ask you one thing, sir?
Yes, please.
In smaller class, we were making the children to by heart the multiplication tables. So by learning Vedic mathematics, do we need to make them compelled to learn multiplication tables?
We are coming on multiplication tables. I think then I'll answer this.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Okay. Now, 67 into 22. What is the answer?
67 into 2 into 11 we can do.
Okay.
1474.
So what is the answer?
1474.
1474.
Okay. 141 into 22.
3102.
Okay. Now see here. Now this, if this question was asked before the workshop, you all would have done by this only. Correct. This was
310.
now what happened? Now what you did? Now you realize that yes, what is 22? You visualize this that yes, 22 is nothing but 2 into 11. So what is this? You are visualizing the numbers now. Earlier you were not visualizing, you were just doing the process, the operation. So you did 282 into 11 and that was 3102. This can be done mentally. Now this question you can do mentally. Otherwise, a 2-digit into 3-digit multiplication cannot be done mentally. First important thing. Now some of you might have done like this. So how many of you did by first method and how many of you did by second method?
First method.
I did first method, sir.
Anyone by second?
First method.
First method is
First method.
first method, sir.
I did second method, sir.
Okay.
Second method.
Now, for particular this question, it is both the ways are correct. But ideally, this is correct. This is not, see, correct, both are correct, but this is recommended. Now, why I said this is recommended? See, 11 is such a number which you can multiply by any big number, but every time it cannot be 22. If instead of 22, it would have been 99. So 141 into 9 is comfortable. I won't say easy, but 1551 into 9 would become difficult. Got my point? So whenever you find multiples of 11, always first multiply by number other than 11 and put 11 multiplication up till last. Because with 11, you can multiply every 6-digit, 7-digit, 10-digit number also verbally or on paper in a single line. That cannot be done by other numbers. Got my concept? Got my point clear? So this is recommended. This is not recommended. For smaller numbers, it's okay. For bigger numbers, it will become difficult. Any doubt? Any questions you have? Okay. 576 into 121. Try to solve it verbally, mentally. Don't use paper and pen. Try to solve it mentally.
Six nine six 96.
Very good. You cannot do on calculator also this much fast. See, now what you realized. Earlier we used to do this only. But now
69696.
This is 11 into 11. And once we know this is 11 into 11. Finish.
6336.
So now you are able to calculate a 3 by 3 multiplication verbally. Is it possible otherwise? Yes. Is it possible? Yes, tell me.
No.
Any doubt now? In 11 multiplication or multiples? You will be practicing with 22, 33, 44, 54. All this, you'll be getting a homework. You have to do it and submit it. Any doubt? Any questions? Yes. Bharti, Alok, Aditi, Apurva. I cannot. 66, 65 people are there. How can I name everyone? So please, if you have any questions, you can ask me right away.
Sir, can you give one more sum for this multiples?
Anything? Tell me, you give me the question. You should give so that everybody should solve. What is coming in your mind? Whatever comes in your mind, just will write it.
694 into 44.
694 into 44 means 4 into 11. So first multiply with 4. I'll teach you multiplication with single digit also easily after once we do tables. Right now you can use your old method. So done. 694 into 4 is 2776 into 11. Yes. 30536.
30536.
Got it? Any questions?
30536.
Clear? Any questions you have?
No, sir.
Now,
30536.
now this was 11 concept is very, this is considered as a first step to make you understand that yes, there is a magic in this subject. Because
sir, please excuse me.
Yes.
सर मुझे ये नहीं समझा आपने जो ये अभी बताया.
ये वाला?
हाँ, उसको कैसे डिस्ट्रीब्यूट किया सर?
एक मिनट. 694 into 44 था. सोचो 44 क्या होता है? What is 44?
Okay, 44 को आपने 11 into 4 में डिस्ट्रीब्यूट किया. Okay, thank you sir.
44 मैं वही चीज बोल रहा हूँ ना. 44 is the multiple of 11. So 4 into 11.
Okay.
Because our topic is multiplication with 11 and its multiples.
Okay. Got it, sir. Okay. Thank you, sir.
Okay. So 11 is known as the first concept to be taught so that kids understand, everyone understands the magic behind this subject. Now here we realize that instead of multiplication, we can add corresponding digits and we find the answers. We can move from left to right, which we never thought of. So if you go by the normal procedure, you can never go by it that way. So let's take this concept further. Now we kept on increasing the numbers here. We started with 23, I suppose. Then I made 123. Then up till 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 also I went. But here I kept constant 11, 11, 11. But every time we cannot get like this only. What will happen if it is 1, 2, 3 into 111? What will happen? Anyone?
Pairing of 3 digits.
So here, the very first thing nobody asked me why we were pairing 2 digits. We did 1, 3, 5, 3. Why did we pair 2 digits earlier? Why not 3 all? Because we had 2 ones. So only maximum possible pairing was 2 digits. We cannot have more than 2 digits. Here we have 3. So the maximum possibility would be 3 digits. So first I'll get 1, then 1 plus 2, then 1 plus 2 plus 3, then start decreasing, 2 plus 3, then 3. Got it? So what is the answer? 1, 3, 6, 5, 3. See the difference. There is no 6 here. Did you understand?
Yes, sir.
So that's why I say it is not a trick. Trick means working on one number. It is known as concept. It works on number of digits as, but it is applicable to 11 over instead of 11. Can you please repeat? Please repeat this. Which steps you want, Lena?
Sir, you have repeated already. I got it, sir. Only that the other question, sir.
Now the
Instead
other
of 11.
See, we started with one topic. Yes, 17. Actually, 11 also, 17 also, it works on one principle. And let me clear you one thing. See, we have to go step by step. I'm again and again repeating. Now, in multiplication, we have two general techniques in Vedic maths. One is known as Nikhilam Sutra multiplication. That is done when the numbers are near to base. Now, base means when they are near to 1000. For example, if I ask you what is 999 into 999, that is 998,001. Or what is 999 into 888? That is 887,113. So that technique works when Nikhilam Sutra is there. One is known as Urdhva Sutra, that is for all general numbers. And then there are special techniques which works on different numbers. See, Vedic maths is based on visualization. So we have concepts of 11, multiples of 11. We have concepts for 9, 99, 999. We have concepts for 11 to 19, like you asked 17. Yes, for 17, the same concept is there, but it works in a different manner. Then we have a concept for 101. We have a concept for 001. We have a concept for when the last two digits are adding up to make 10. But for that has to be taken step by step. You will learn all those in upcoming classes, right? Karnataka batch has already done some. You'll be also doing that same. But for today and tomorrow, it is first is your 11 concept, then is your tables, then is your scaling, then is your cubing. But this is possible. Everything is possible. We'll do that also. So 4, 5, 6 into 111. Yes, what is the answer?
Five 50616.
Yes, others? Only one is there.
50616.
50616.
50616.
50616.
50616.
0616.
3 into 11, 111.
692.
50616.
No,
Correct, ma'am. Next one.
No. 76923.
76923.
Right. Yes, you.
76923.
No,
Lata, are you getting? You are disconnecting again and again. What happened?
7693.
Very good.
7693.
76923.
7692.
Yes, perfect. Correct. Good. Okay. So again, if it is 1, 2, 3, 4 into 111. Earlier we did with 11. Now it is 111. So what change? Try to observe that.
One, 3, 5, 7, 4.
13697.
136974.
13697.
13707.
No.
13709.
3.
136
136974.
974. Yes.
See, first 1, then 1 plus 2, and these 3. What happens after this? We move towards the right hand side. So here we have a number. Earlier we were not having an extra number. So this becomes this. So 2 plus 3 and this is 9. And then 7 and then 4. So nothing, no carryover.
One need not to be added along with that 9, sir.
So please explain it again now.
See, we have 3 ones. Yes, I'm explaining. Okay, see now. I told you maximum combination can be 3. See, first
Okay,
1,
okay, sir.
then 1 and 2, then 1, 2 and 3. Now after these 3, you cannot have 4 together. So what will happen? You're moving. Last time also we used to move right. So 2, 3, 4. Then 3, 4, then 4. Got it?
Yes.
Okay, what will happen if it is 26 into 111? What happened? See, this is less. Add 0.
886.
2886.
886.
0 will not impact, but it will impact this way. So 2886.
Yes, 2886.
Concept is clear or not? Any doubt now? So if number of digits are less this side, add zeros.
Okay.
One, 2, 3, 4, 5 into 111. Last on 111.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
One three seven 0295.
1, 3,
7.
for 6. Yes, there you're perfect. Then 2, 3, 4 means 9. Then 3, 4, 5.
1595.
10 plus 5 means 12. Then 9. Then 5. So this will go here and here. So 1, 3, 7, 0, 2, 9, 5. Here. Anyone has any doubt left?
Sir, can you please explain this again?
Which one? This question?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 multiplied by 111.
See, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's first do by 11. So in 11, what we do? 1 and 2. Now 2 is the maximum possibility. So then you shift 2, 3. Then 3, 4. Then 4, 5. And the last 5. Correct? Now see this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 into 111. So 1, then 1 and 2. So first 2 are same. Now here we can add the third number also. It becomes 1, 2, 3. Got it? Now maximum has been reached. So 10, 2, 3, 4. Again maximum reached. Then 3, 4, 5. Then 4, 5. And then 5. So last two, first 2 are same. Got it? Now is it clear? Take a screenshot or write so that both the topics are clear to you. Any doubts now? Yes, any doubt now? Okay, so now you can do, let's take one 4-digit also example. 4 times 1. So again, 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Okay, I'll give you difference. When 3 ones were there, it was 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Correct? Then it was 2, 3, 4. And then
3, 4, 5.
3, 4. And then 4. Here it will become 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. This is extra.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 3, 4.
13704.
1, 9, 7, 4.
1370,974.
1370974.
140,974.
1,00974.
1370,974.
Now, any doubt?
No.
Sir, could you please repeat this step? Not understood. This 1,
Which
2,
one?
3, 4, 1. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1.
Now,
You said the maximum possibilities are 3, right? Here you have added.
Ma'am, here there are 4 ones. Here it is maximum possibility 3.
Okay, okay. Yes, sir.
पहली चीज आप इतना जल्दी कॉन्फिडेंस क्यों लूज कर जाते हो? See, this subject enhances the confidence and you are losing it. इतना घबराइए, no issues. 5 मिनट और लग जाएंगे, कोई बात नहीं. See, here it is 4 ones, here it is 3 ones. Now is it clear? Got it?
Yes.
So it depends on this.
Yes,
not
sir.
on. So similarly, now if it is 5 1, 4, 6 ones, you can do. Anything can be done. And similarly, if you are asked 1, 2, 3, 4 into 4 times 2, then also you can do it. Don't need to go by a normal procedure. Let's say if a question comes like this, 9, 8, 9, 8 into 2, 2, 2, 2. Now, you know one thing. If you do it by normal procedure, there will be multiple carryovers. And here, just you have to multiply with 2 once. When you now you can do multiplication with 2 in the normal process, but multiplication with 2 is very good exercise. It's a very simple technique, and again you understand by left to right this way. So 2 into 9 is 18, but we'll not write 18 because we know other number will give me one more digit. So I write 9. 2 into 9 is again 18, but I'll write 9. Then 2 to 8 is 16, but I'll write 7. So this is 19976. So you have to understand this mentally. So right now, 19976, and then you have 4 ones. So you can do 1, 10, 19, and then 7 is to be added 26, and then subtract. So then these 4, so 18 and 13. Got it? Is it clear now? Any doubts, any questions you have?
Sir, this one, last one, I didn't get it, sir.
What is the question?
This last one, sir, how you did it, I didn't get it, sir.
Which one?
This 9988 multiplied by 2222.
Okay. Did you remember 141 into 22?
Okay.
What was that?
11 multiplied by 2, the same way.
Here it is 2 multiplied by 4 times. This is what I have written. First, I have multiplied by 2. Then only I have shown you multiplication by 2.
Okay.
Anyone else? Clear? Any questions you have? Any questions, ma'am? Yeah. Let's come back then. So this was where we started, multiplication with 11 and its multiple. You'll be getting these notes from where it would be clear how we did, what we did, and everything. So this was left hand side digit, add the digits, and right hand side digit. So 267, 297. To test, we did 141 into 22 or 564 into 121, we did 576. So we are actually adding corresponding digits and not multiplying, and we are calculating from left to right, correct? Okay.
Yes.
Now, so that was the first advantage why we should learn Vedic mathematics. Do you find it useful? Does it really increases your speed or not?
Yes, sir.
You're not under any pressure. You're free to take your answer yourself. So because you have to teach it to the kids. So first, you should be confident about the topic. Does it really help to increase the speed? I'll repeat the question.
Yes, sir. Absolutely.
Yes.
Now, this was the first advantage. Why should we learn Vedic mathematics? Because it enhances our speed. And speed is very much important because all the competitive examination or even any competition exam, you talk about if you want to shift your child from class 1 also, from one school to another, they have to go and appear for maths test. Now, people who think we can avoid maths, I'll remove some doubts today. Now, once we don't get good marks in maths in class 10, we change the subjects to arts or commerce. Or parents who have enough, they change it to medical, thinking that, okay, now my child will not have to learn maths. But remember, maths will never go away. Why? Because after doing arts, the student will go to BA. And what after BA? If he or she is interested in MBA, so he will not get a good admission in any good college. Why? Because they cannot clear entrance exam, CLAT. Because that contains mathematics exam. So what happened? A small mistake in class 10, you are deprived from the admission, you are deprived from the entrance test because you cannot appear. Because you are lacking in that confidence. You only left that time. And similarly for medical students, if you talk to today any professor of chemistry, physics, they'll tell you what happens with the medical students? They are good in biology, perfect, but they are not able to score good in physics and chemistry. Why? Because their numerical goes wrong, or they take more time in that because they have the fear of maths. So numericals will not move away. Even if you are taking physics, even if you are taking chemistry, you cannot avoid numericals. How many of you know what is pi? What is the value of pi?
3.1.
Sorry?
3.14.
Now I'll give you
3.14.
22 by 7. It is 3.142857. And you know, whenever you divide any number by 5, the answer is always these 6 digits only. Every time the answer is same. Only series change. 1 by 7 is 0.142857. 2 by 7 is 20. So 14. 14 means 2, 8, 5, 7, 1, 4. 3 by 7 means 4, 2, 8, 5, 7, 1. And we just keep on doing this calculations in the paper, wasting our time. So the answer is always the same series, same 6 digits. Try with any number. If you have to divide by 7, the answer would be the same series of numbers. Only you need to find the first digit, only first digit. After that, you will start the series from that number. So it is taken like this: 1, 4, 2, 8, 5, 7. We generally make a clock. We just have to find the first digit. Here, 1 by 7 means 10 divided by 7. So 0.1. After that, 4 comes, 2 comes. You have to follow this. And 2 by 7, 7 2s are 14. So 2 comes first. That means after that, 8, 5, 7, 1, 4. 3 by 7, that means 28.42. What is this? This is a sutra in Vedic mathematics that is known as Kevalam Saptam Gunyat. Only 7, dividing only by 7 will give same result. And you talk to any physics teacher, or even you might be teaching geometry, when you teach area of sphere, circle, pi r square. Pi value we keep on dividing by 7. We take the full page. So the value is very simple. It is. So how many of you knew this thing? That dividing by 7 will give you always the same. Yes, how many of you knew this thing? Not even single.
No.
Is it really tough? We never tried also, because it was not given anywhere. It was not taught in any of the books, any CBSE, NCERT, any book you talk about, because every book has been influenced by Western culture. And this subject was our ancient subject, and we were not taught how easy it is. So when we are appearing for any entrance exam and we have to calculate the value of pi or multiply with pi, we waste full page dividing, so it is not required. Okay, not today's topic, but yes. So talking about the second benefit, why should we learn Vedic mathematics? Because it reduces your burden. Yes, tables are the burden. Generally, I teach teachers, and they some have expressed their feelings that yes, it was a fear factor when they were children, they were young, they were kids. And if you go to any rural area, you'll see a student standing on the bench and speaking, narrating the tables, and the teacher with a cane or something. And then we say, we don't teach cramming. This is how tables are taught, I know. Is it really required? Is it really required to cram the tables? No. So today, okay, a simple question for all of you. How much time you need to write a table of 89? How much time you need to write a table of 89? Am I not audible? What do you do if in your class nobody responds you?
5 to 7 minutes.
Sir, it is very difficult.
5 minutes will require, sir.
5 minutes. Please write down whatever is your time. Please write down in your notebook or anywhere. You take 5 minutes, you take 10 minutes. Hetal saying more than 10 minutes. Please write down. Why? Because I want you to see the change in yourself. You have to believe me. And for that, you need to remember this also, ki you said this answer. Don't tell me, write yourself. And I promise within after 5-10 minutes, you'll be able to do the same tables within 10 seconds. Can you believe this? If you don't believe, talk to my kids who are in class 1, they are able to write within 10 seconds. It is such an easy concept. But again, not in the books. Can you believe 10 seconds? See,
No,
if you
sir.
will not answer, how can I pursue with the class? I think let's finish it off. You're not interested
No,
in
sir.
that. And that was the answer I
No,
gave
sir.
from a ma'am. Let me call her just now. Let me talk to her. You are not interested, so let's not conclude. Why I'm wasting my time also? I'm asking you a question. If you don't answer, what is the use of taking the class? You all are intelligent and we have to understand this. Preeta, this is not correct way. I'll tell you. Just wait for 1 minute. I'll explain you.
Okay.
This is what everybody does. Now 89 plus 89 multiplication. See, one thing is you crammed it. 89 into 2 is 178. Otherwise, you'll teach 89 plus 89. So 9 plus 9 is 18. 1 goes there. 6 and 8 plus 8 is 16. That becomes 17. No, we don't have to do this. Because this is
No,
what
sir,
you,
I just added like
no,
89 into
yes, I'm telling you that only. This we okay.
Sir, can we keep on subtracting, sir?
No,
So we can write the table of 8 and table of 9 and then just put the numbers together.
I'll tell you, ma'am. See, that's what first, that is the first thing I told. This is not a webinar, it is a workshop. So you need to ask also, you need to answer also. Both the things are dependent. Okay. Now to write down the tables, there are two concepts. First, tables of numbers ending with 9. So it can be your 9, can be 19, it can be 29, it can be 89, what I asked you, and it can be 11119, anything. Second, we'll have tables of any 2, 3, 4, 5, any number of digits. So 2 methods are there, with the help of which you can write all the tables very easily. Right? You have written this? Okay. So let's move for the first topic. Very first thing is you need to draw this table, a magical table you can say. But when you are to teach kids, then it has not to be done like this. Then you have to show them TikTok table first. Or if once you receive this video of today's recording, then you can see in the same workshop, there is a kids workshop. So to teach them to start, that they should also start speaking. You have to show them a game. You have to start with a game. See, education should be interesting. If it is not interesting, we are not educating. Basically, we are making them crammers. First thing, you need to write 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So this is from the rightmost corner in the middle. Done up till here?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now let's say we start with a table of 19. Now here we apply first sutra of Vedic mathematics. First thing is we complete this 19. Whatever is a number, we complete it. First sutra of Vedic mathematics is known as Ekadikena. That means one more than the previous number. Mathematical meaning is add one to the number. Add one to the previous number. Ekadikena Sutra. Right, you'll get the notes where there it will be written. So what do we have before 9? 1. So whatever is this number, add 1 to it. If it was 89, we would have added 1, so it would have become 9. Now it is 1, so it becomes 2. Any doubt up till here? Any question up till here?
Sir, one more time explain, sir.
Please explain, sir.
Let's start with one first question, that is table of 19. Now in 19 or any number, we apply first sutra of Vedic mathematics, that is known as Ekadikena Sutra, which means one more than the previous. Mathematical meaning add 1 to the previous number. So what is number here? 1. Add 1 means it becomes 2. Now is it clear? If I was supposed to write a table of 89 or 79, so then one more adding means this would have become 8. Correct? Up till here? Now see, this 2 is to be added to every corresponding number. 1 plus 2 is 3. 3 plus 2 is 5. 5 plus 2 is 7. 7 plus 2 is 9. 9 plus 2 is 11. 13 plus 2 is 15. 17. And if you see last, it is 1, 9 and 0 we put complete. What is this? This is a table of 19. Once understood, it hardly takes 10 to 12 seconds to write a table. Any doubt? Okay, I'll write one more, then you can ask. Let's go for 39. 1, 2. Now, if I have to write a table of 39,
39, 78, 117, 234, 195,
perfect.
156.
So that means 3 plus 1 makes 4. So I have to add 4 every time. So 3 plus 4 is 7. 7 plus 4 is 11. 11 plus 4 is 15. 19, 23, 27, 31, 35, 39. Just to check. So what is done? How many seconds? Again, it was a multiplication table and we are just adding numbers, adding to the corresponding numbers. While going up, it is this direction. While coming down, the direction would be this. The reverse. Any questions you have? Anyone has a doubt, please ask. If not, please do 29 table. And let me know once done.
One. Done.
Sorry?
Done, sir.
Very good. So how many seconds you took?
Didn't check.
Very less seconds. So see,
Done, sir.
before that, were you able to do this in such a speed?
Done, sir.
Very good. Now you only decide. Now again, should I ask you 89? How much time you last? Okay, let me show you 89. So 89. Now 8 plus 1 becomes 9. So 8 plus 9 is 17. 17 plus 9 is 26. 26 plus 9 is 35. 35 plus 9 is 44. 53. 62. 71. 80. 89. Done. No multiple carryovers. No big calculations because you are just adding 9. I told you adding whosoever knows single digit addition, they can do it. And whosoever knows tables up till 8. See, from 9 we have started this. Otherwise, Vedic math says yes, eligibility is 9. But 9 table can be done very easily with this. Yes, now compare with now how much time you are taking for this.
5 to 10 seconds.
And how much you wrote?
A minute.
How much
More
you
than
wrote?
10. More than 10.
So we wrote 10 minutes and now we are doing in 10 seconds. How much speed? 60 times. Not 60 times, more than that. See the difference. So what was our fear? That has changed into our confidence. If you are feeling excited on this, think of the children who are in class 3rd, 4th, 5th, who are terribly in fear with this topic, tables. You ask them and they see the reaction. No, we cannot write table. Why should I write table? And okay, so do one. I'll give you very easy. 99 table. Very easy mode. Please complete it.
Done, sir.
Done, sir.
Done.
Yes, done.
And earlier we were doing 99.
sir.
Either we were cramming it or we were doing like this 99 plus 99. What happens? 9 plus 9, 8, 1 here carry over. Again 9 plus 8. Every time we used to add. Yes, this was the only procedure we had. How easy it is. Okay, not only on double digit. Let's say, let's start, take any, okay, first let's take very small number 10, 109. This will become 11, 10 plus 1 is 11. So, okay. Nine here and add 11 to 21, 32. Yes?
Done, sir.
Yes, please complete it. Now compare your time yourself. I don't need to tell you. Just see whether it was
Done,
worse
sir.
or not. And why don't we teach this to our kids then? Why don't we have it in our school books? Another technique will go after this that is more wonderful. Everyone done?
Yes, sir.
Even if you take any number 1, 3, 9. So what we have to do? Add 14 then. Take 7, 8, 9. So add 79. Yes, for today it is difficult. 78 plus 79. Today it is difficult. But when you start practicing, it will also become easy. Any doubt now in this topic of tables?
No, sir.
Is it worth for kids or not?
Sir.
गवर्नमेंट ने नेशनल एजुकेशन पॉलिसी में किया तो कुछ बेनिफिट होगा इससे या नहीं? Will
Yes, yes, definitely.
Yes, yes, absolutely.
So now you have to think. It has been introduced. So you have to be master in this. Otherwise,
Yes,
someone
sir.
will replace. I'm very I have students from every part of the world. Just after this, I have a class where I have a teacher from Kenya. In night batch, I have from US and Nigeria. Tomorrow, when I'll show you the testimonials, I have a student from class 10. Last year, she was in class 9, and she's training her juniors as well as seniors. She's a certified trainer now. You need, because this is a need of the hour. Okay, so let's come to the second topic. Now, writing any other tables. Now, how do we learn? Somebody will set 18 table. So we do 18 plus 18, 36. Okay, I've taken mentally carryover. Here, again 4, 1 carryover, 54. Again 18, 2, 1 carryover, 72. This is what, because we cannot cram every time 18 ones are 18. 18 twos are 36. So what we do, we teach them, yes, add side by side, add in the rough corner. This is what we teach. Yes or no? Now I'll give you an easy approach. Now let us work on the same pattern. Let's work on the same principle, unit place and tens place. Let us consider this as unit place. Let us consider this as tens place. That's all. Just consider and write the table separately. Done? Now, and just rearrange them. 1 and 8. Unit place also 1 digit, tens also. So let it be same. Here, can we have 2 digits at unit place? No. So what we do, 1 is shifted further. The same what we did in 11 multiplication. So that means 2 plus 1 becomes 3 and 6 is there. 4 is as it is. 3 plus 2 becomes 5. 2 is as it is. 4 plus 3 becomes 7. 0. 5 and 4 becomes 9. 8. 6 plus 4 becomes 10. 6. 7 plus 5 becomes 12.
Yes, done, sir.
So what is Earlier you were adding 18 every time. Now what you added? A single digit, 2 plus 1, 3 plus 2, 4 plus 3, 5 plus 4. Which is easy, adding 18 every time or adding 2 plus 1, 3 plus 2, 4 plus 3, 5 plus 4? Which is easy. But not even a single book. Not even single. No, not NCT, not NCRT, not CBSE, not any board. It gives this thing. Why? Such a simple technique, and which we are already teaching to the kids, that unit place concept and tens place concept. Just we have merged that concept. Now, writing a table. Okay, remembering a table, I can say to speak up a table might be difficult, but they always used to make a mistake in writing the table also. Now that silly mistakes would be over. Why? Because it's such a simplified calculation. Any question you have?
So, sir, this strategy applies to, apart from 9 family, to all the tables, right?
Even
All the
9
numbers.
family, even 9 family also. Any digit number. Now, let's say 9 also. 89, I was writing 16, 18, 24, 27. So what is this? 89. Here, 8, and it becomes 17, 7, and 2, 6. Any number, it is applicable to all the numbers. The only concept is you cannot have 2 digits at unit place. Here, tens is the last on the rightmost position, on the leftmost. That's why you are having 2 digits. If you were having this 100 position, then definitely here also it will move. For example, take an example of 3, 6, 9. So 3 means 6, 12, 18, 27, 18. Correct? Now, here I'll have 3, 6, 9 as it is. Here 8. This moves here, so it becomes 3. This moves here, it becomes 7. 7. Now 2 moves here, that means becomes 18 plus 2 is 20. So 0. 2 moves here. Any doubt now? Any questions? Yes? Anyone has any questions? So these are the small things. See, nobody asks you direct tables now. But multiplication will never go off. Everywhere you have to multiply. I'll tell you how to simplify that. But this is where fear starts. You ask any student is not able to write a bigger table, because, or if write, they'll take 5 to 10 minutes as you also specified. But how much time it takes? Because up till 8, everybody knows, up till 9. So why not to utilize that only? Now see, I'll give you the question also and answer also. Now some of you might be thinking, yes, we don't get the question, complete tables, but yes, multiplication, single digit multiplication. So do like this, 539. If it is to be multiplied by 9, till now what we do, 9 into 9 is 81. Give me a second. And 8 we used to here, then 9 is the 27 and 8. 5. Yes, this is what we do.
Yes,
and then so again 3 here, 9 5 is 45 and 3 48. Perfect. This is what we do. But what happens, these carryovers are sometimes overlooked. Now see Vedic maths approach. 5 3 9. This is known as place-wise multiplication, or what we followed in tables. 9 9s are 81. 9 3s are 27. 9 5s are 45. Now follow the same principle. You cannot have 2 digits. This becomes here. 35, 5, 3 goes there. 4. Yes, it has taken one extra step, you can say. But this has gone. The carryover system has gone. And second thing, when you have to check your answers, then you have to evaluate, yes, whether I have done it correct or not. At that time, it becomes very easy because 9 into 9, 81, you can see here itself. 9 into 3 is 27, you can see here itself. 9 to 5 is 45, you can see here it itself. Is it difficult now? But we don't follow this. We follow this pattern. Carry over, pressure, pressure, pressure. Why? Such a simple concept is there. Multiply from right side, multiply from left side, whatever you want, do it that way. Any questions you have? Yes.
Sir, and this step I didn't understand. We have taken 1 as it is. 8 we have added to 7.
Why we are doing this? First thing. You know, I told you at unit place, at tens place, at 100 place, we can have only 1 digit. So here we are having 2 digits. Can we have 2 digits at unit place?
No, that I understood that why we are taking 8, adding 8 to the other number because it's 2 digit.
Yes.
But why are we not adding it to 27 and only 7?
Where I have added to 7. 8 plus 27 is 35. That's why 5 has been kept.
Okay, you have taken 5 here and then 3 has gone there. Okay. Okay. And then 45 plus 3 is 48.
Yes, ma'am.
No. 5 plus 3 is 8 and 4 as it is. Okay.
It depends on you.
Okay.
Because we don't, this is the leftmost part. So you can have 2 digits also here. Now, okay, you do like this. 4, 5, 4, 8, 5, 1. Then also it is same. See, on the leftmost position, you can have any number of digits. Na? See this, what it reduces, you know, all the silly mistakes which we do by this. And what we are doing, we are using the table concept only, separate table, if you see. Did you understand this? See, I'll tell you. 7, 6, 7, suppose. 7, 6, 8, okay. So what will come at 8th level? We are just writing 7, 6, sorry, 7, 8, 7,
56.
And okay,
48.
why I am keeping balancing line? See, in tables, I was not keeping balancing line. Why I kept? So that there is no confusion. Instead of space, I use balancing line. So this goes here, this comes here. So 4 as it is 48 plus 6 means 54. 5 goes there.
6144.
But think from a child angle. No confusion, no carryover, and then adding. Simple. Follow the same principle. Unit place has 1 digit, tens place has 1 digit, and the last most can have any number of digits. That's right.
Okay, sir, thank you.
So, all those who think that we don't have to write the tables completely, but we always have to do calculations. We always have to multiply. Today, go and ask your kids also. If you give them 100 rupees note and they spend 37, they cannot get the result. Why? Because it becomes difficult for them to borrow. But here there is a rhyme. You can say all from 9 last from 10, and you get the answer. This sutra is known as Nikhilam Sutra. It is a 4th sutra. So we'll do in the course of time, we'll do. Right? So any doubt in the tables now? Any questions regarding that? Or in 11 multiplication, 111? Okay. So let's come back. Talk to 5 students of this age, class second, third, fourth, they'll have the same thing. No, table should not be there, because it becomes really difficult, also irritating, also again and again adding the same number, getting carryovers and then doing. Chalo. So here we are reduced with the burden. So two major topics have been covered. This is how you do this. Notes you'll be getting. Another reason, another advantage why Vedic mathematics, because it reduces scratch work in mathematics as well as finger counting. Now, scratch work. What is scratch work? The rough work we used to do. Now, see, if big calculations, they are reduced to mental calculations or simpler ones. Do we need rough work now? Do we need such some that again? No. So this is what. So it reduces your scratch work. No rough work is required. Now, as well as finger counting, this was a topic which is related to abacus. Now, do you like your kids counting on fingers? How many of you like that? Or do you promote that? Nobody likes, and kids have this habit. Either they develop it from their classmates. What are the possible reasons? Could be anything. One major reason is due to this abacus. I won't say abacus is not good. It is equally good. It also enhances your concentration levels, activates your left brain, and right brain. But what is the difference? I'll tell you. So this is what is finger counting, and this is what is abacus. So few of you might be using also. Now, which is better? Now, when you talk about, again, I'm repeating the same words. I will not say it is not good. But when you start teaching Vedic mathematics, the first question every parent would be asking you, my child should go for Vedic mathematics or abacus? Or what is the difference between the two? So now you're all going to become a trainers or teachers in this Vedic mathematics, so you should know. See, in abacus, you have a limited scope. Scope is very limited. You can carry out major operations like addition, subtraction, multiplication, division. Squaring becomes difficult. Cubing becomes, and algebra you cannot think of. And if you ask anybody who is learning this abacus, so child will, how much time it takes? So it takes around 2 to 3 years. Do you think parents devote this much of time? Or financially also and time-wise also, it's very difficult. Whereas in Vedic mathematics, the scope is very wide. Why? Because with the help of this 16 sutras and 13 sub-sutras, we can solve problems in arithmetic, algebra, geometry, trigonometry, conics, calculus, and organic chemistry. So everything can be done. And if you want to learn, if you say the time span, so to learn entire arithmetic and algebra, it hardly needs 60 to 65 hours training. That's all. I take training course, teacher training courses. People are joining this. So this is the biggest difference, scope. Second, whenever we are using, we have to do abacus, we make a use of tool. What is that tool? That is made of beads. Can you carry the tool every time? Can you carry a tool to school or examination center every time? Not possible. Whereas Vedic mathematics is totally mental process. So It is today, if I was holding a abacus instrument in my hand, I was teaching, okay, this bit go down, this up. It was difficult to teach online. But so Vedic maths is easy to teach as well as easy to learn or understand, right? Being a mental process. Got the difference? And now when it has been added to the national education policy, so which is more efficient, which would be more required, that would be Vedic mathematics, because first preference would be given to that only, because that will complement to our school syllabus. Got my point? So this is the difference. Any doubts now? Mr. Arun, I think you asked me this question. Anyone has any questions now on this topic? So we have done 3 advantages. One is increase in the speed, we have seen. Second is removing the burden of tables, we have seen. Third is reduces scratch work as well as finger counting. Any questions in all these 3 advantages? Only Hetal says no, others have no answer. That means they have questions and questions, but they're not asking. Okay, correct. Again, why Vedic mathematics? Because it increases concentration. Now you all are teachers. Parents might be coming to you. My child is studying every time, but not able to concentrate. So you cannot give a medicine for concentration. The very important thing is they are not having interest in the topic. How does concentration improve? The repetitive action of your something will increase. Now, when you are not interested in the subject, how will your concentration increase? You don't need concentration in games. You ask any student, do you want to go for games or do you want to go for an extra class? He'll say, I'll go for a games. Why? Because no stress, no tension, no even if a child is studying, we ask, okay, do you have done the homework? Did you understand? Did you do this? So everybody has the same thing. And now, what is concentration? First thing is they should find the subject interesting also. No? We ask them initially only start cramming the tables, and then we expect they should interest. They should find interest, or they should have a good feeling. Okay, answer me one thing. When you were doing table of 89, did you feel something? Was there any feeling of positivity or joy or something in your mind? Yes, I am able, or some feeling of achievement.
So there was a feeling of, wow, I can do it.
Yes. Now, if again I'll say write table, now you will write now, because you have a feeling of wow.
Yes.
And if you had a feeling of I cannot do, then nothing. So same is with the kids. When they have this feeling of positivity, joyous, wow, so that means they'll repeat this. So how they learn now tables? Because they have the feeling of tables, they have already suffered. Now, see, one important thing, try to understand. They have already done maths. They are already bored from that. Now Vedic maths is making that easy. So they are doing whatever they have already done with the tough methods or difficult methods. So when they get that wow feeling, they'll repeat it again. And when they start repeating it, when they start finding the interest in the subject, concentration kya? What is concentration? When you find the interest in the subject, you are able to concentrate. Right? So this is the reason. See, students का कोई गलती नहीं है, बच्चों की कोई गलती नहीं है. We have made this subject as like that. I told you, I gave a small example. If let's talk that way. A student is appearing in an exam, and you go and tell him the answer, or you see the paper while they are writing, and you say, yes, this is correct. What will that student feel? If they know that, yes, they have done it correctly. Or let's do other way out. Whenever kids are going for examination, why do you suggest that attempt the best questions first and later do the other questions? Why do you say this? Do you say this? Do you guide this way or not?
It gives him the confidence.
Yes. See, everything works on that only. If they are attempting a question which they don't know, that then the morale will go down and they will not be able to complete the paper also. And if they do some questions correct, or somebody says yes, it is correct, that confidence increases and they are able to do something better. So if in the exam, whatever they have done, and somebody tells them, yes, you have done it correctly, they'll be able to do more. Now, who is the somebody who tells? There is a method. That method is known as digit sum. It is very simple, a single second topic. 1 second, it hardly takes 1 to 2 seconds. And you are able to just get it, yes, your answer is correct or not. That gives them the confidence. See, everything in Vedic maths, the basic aim is confidence rise. Correct? So that we'll discuss in the next topic, how that will help. So fifth advantage, it helps to reduce silly mistakes. Now, what are silly mistakes? I told you, multiple carryovers, 999 into 999. Now, if you have to multiply, you'll take so much of time. And I'll say 998,001. Because you are taking steps. You are taking number of steps where multiple carryovers are coming. But I am calculating using direct. Second thing, borrow. So let me tell you, we don't have a concept of borrow in Vedic mathematics. So can you think subtraction without borrow? Yes, can you think subtraction without borrow? It is possible. Only a single line. Please subtraction without borrow in a single line. Okay, why do we teach kids pre-nursery or nursery or in preschool using poems and rhymes? We teach everything, food in initial stage, because that is the way they find it interesting. Early childhood years. Same sutras, if you just try to remember it with the poemic, rhymic way, you'll never forget and you'll find it interesting. All from 9, last from 10. See, what a simple thing. And that with this, you can solve entire subtraction. Correct? So that is what was silly mistakes, and it is reduced. Okay, coming to, so do you think any disadvantages now? Yes, we discussed some advantages. Do you think any disadvantages?
So only the marking system will be difficult for us.
Yes.
As sir said earlier, that if we have a 3-mark question, we expect them to write the steps. Now they can do the direct multiplication.
Ma'am, why are we pre-assuming? Very first thing is this. Because what will happen when it would be incorporated, maybe it is written, you apply the sutra. Why are we pre-assuming it will happen? Why don't we think it in a positive manner? Our kids will grow confidently. Why we take a negative side only? I don't understand this thing. All positive thoughts are doubt. Try to think positive way. Maybe the syllabus, and these could be the suggestions which government would be requiring. See, the better part is students will become more confident. So what is required? And
yeah, that is true, sir.
Why do we, and later for competitive examinations then, why? Okay, you know what happens in every school, whenever NTSC and Olympiad exams are taken, hardly 1 or 2 students are selected, rest not. Even the toppers are not. Why? Because they know everything, but they cannot cope up with the time. Time management nahi hota. Because they cannot do fastly. They know everything. Still, they are not able to complete the papers. Because in any competition, anywhere, it is always 1 minute given to one problem. You do it. Do you think even 3-digit into 3-digit multiplication can you do in 1 minute? No. So think of a child they cannot do, but with Vedic maths they can do. This is the difference. We'll discuss that. I told now. See, today is your particularly for you people. It is the first session, so whatever problems will arise, write down the questions in the group. I try to answer each and every question, and then we have Ask Me Now session. I have every Tuesday and Thursday at 9 p.m. in the evening. There I solve every such problem. Right. So yes, disadvantages are not there. The only disadvantage was you will not like calculators anymore. So that happened. You saw this thing. Second thing, your friends, your relatives, they'll feel, they'll feel how they did it. So they feel jealous of you. Your speed has increased, and that has increased. You can very well check today itself. If you can calculate 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 into 11 mentally, that means you are not going to use calculators. So today's homework you should practice. Okay. Now, so now, was my statement correct? Vedic mathematics makes it magical. Yes, mathematics has become magical or not?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now, coming to 3 situations, I'll tell you some situations. See what has changed after this Corona period. We need to understand the things. Earlier, okay, first, just see the slide. A teacher is going to appear for an interview. Does the certificate only matters now? You are having a gold certificate. Yes, I'm a topper in my school. So should I get the job? Is that the only eligibility now? No. It was a time, yes, it was there. But now there are certain other things. And what is that? Your presentation skills. Are you able to handle the students? Are you able to handle their doubts? I'll give you a big difference. Before Corona, you used to teach a child in the 4 walls. Whatever you were teaching, the student was abiding to it because there was no videography of that. So at the time of PTM, if you used to say to a parent, your child is not reading or not doing this thing, a parent was abiding to that, listening to you and started scolding the child there and then itself. Yes, this used to happen or not. Teacher was like a god. Whatever teacher used to say, parents used to agree to it. Yes or no? Now see the difference. After this COVID, now when we have done, we have moved globally. Every one of us is global, means we are teaching globally. Now there is a comparison. Whatever we are teaching, parents are also watching and they are comparing it with the worldwide teachers. So even if we go for one single point wrong, they have an objection. Now you will feel the difference, you will realize the difference. What I have, because I am also running a chain of preschools in India. I have around 1,200 plus institutes in India. This is just my passion. I'm associated to a number of schools. What we have observed, what we have seen is now parents come and say, I know how your teacher is teaching. I have seen how others teach. So what does that mean? That means now we have to be more careful. We have to work on content and delivery both. I'll give you an example tomorrow. A teacher, my student from Nigeria, he's a mathematics teacher in Nigeria. He did Vedic mathematics. He's not getting any salary increase. No, not at all. I'm very honest in that. But what he gained the love from the students. the extra things he is giving, that has benefited him. He's getting more respect in the school. He's getting more confidence after that. So things work in, if you are doing whatever, I'm not saying about Vedic maths, anything you do, but your content and delivery are now being checked and being viewed globally. So now the coming time is of hybrid system where we have to deliver online also and offline also. And people are watching us. We have to be careful in that. A meeting, a corporate office does again the simple thing. You are going there regularly 30 days a month. That does not work. If you are not able to manage at the time of meeting, if you're not able to deliver what your company is going for, if you're not able to present yourself, what we are exactly, you know, what have we all become? We all have become a salesperson. All of us. Earlier we used to say a teacher is not a salesperson, but right now it is. Because if you are not able to deliver the best to your students, you are moved out. Because you are being cross-checked now, verified again and again. At every point of time, you are being compared. Right in the morning, you get a call from HDFC Bank. Okay, we are offering insurance, we are offering loan, that is a salesperson. You go to any shop, there is a person to guide you. Who is that? That is a salesperson. You buy, purchase anything. What is that doing? They all are doing sales. We all are actually salesperson. I am teaching you right now. I am a teacher right now. But what I am doing, I'm basically selling, you can say, or trying to teach what is Vedic mathematics. I'm selling Vedic mathematics. And if I'm not able to deliver the best, you'll move to the second person. It's not, you cannot hold yourself to one particular thing. Similar is the case with everyone. So what is required today? What is the need of the hour? Your content and your delivery. So you all have to work on that. I'm not particularly saying on Vedic maths, everything. Whatever you are best in, try to improvise every day, because best is not a permanent position. And now coming to the last thing, homework. So first thing, I'll be sharing you the homework in the group itself. You have to do it. See, if you'll do the homework, then you'll be having questions for tomorrow. And then tomorrow also we'll have some topics. Then you'll be able to understand more easily. Second thing, if you want to start with online classes, then you need to have a Facebook page or an Instagram page. I'll teach you tomorrow. One topic is there for 15 minutes. I have to teach you how to start your online classes, right? So for that, you need to have a Facebook page. All those who are having a Facebook account, that is known as Facebook profile. So page is something different where you can have your business related images or your class related images, right? Because these are two different things, having profile and having a page. If you find any difficulty, you can ask me. My number is shared in the group. You can ask me anytime, right? Any questions now?
No, sir.
आवाज इतनी थक क्यों गए? See, this subject gives you confidence. First, get up. Yes. Any questions? Any doubts? Don't worry. I won't keep you hold now. We'll finish it up. 2 minutes or more. Any doubts? Any questions you have? Anyone?
No.
No doubt, sir.
Great.
It was
Yes,
great.
Dinu,
We
Amma.
learned so many techniques.
Yeah, I'll be happy if you'll see. Techniques is just a start, ma'am. It is just a start. If you'll complete the homework, then you'll learn more. Because when you'll practice, then questions will come out. Yes, Dilu, any doubt? But can I share my feelings today? Last class, I had only 7 students and that class went for 3 hours, 15 minutes. Today we have 65, 70 people and the class is overing at 10 minutes before 3. So that means questions were less. No issues. No issues. Okay, so I'll just share you homework and this video would be shared to you. And let's meet tomorrow. Yes, Dilu, any questions?
So when will we be having these sessions? Every Saturday, Sunday?
That we need to talk to, I think Rama ma'am will tell, but particularly to start with, I wanted 2 days together. So that's why I have kept for now and tomorrow. Then we'll have Saturdays. Or however they will say, it's all due to blessings of Gurudev. So whatever she'll say, we'll do.
Yes.
Right? Nothing. So let's meet tomorrow. Any questions you have, you can write down in the WhatsApp also. Right? Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you
Bye-bye.
very much, sir.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
We
Thank you,
enjoyed
sir.
a lot. Thank you,
Thank
sir.
you, sir.
So,
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Now just complete your homework so that we meet tomorrow with the homework. Right?
Okay, sir.
Okay. Bye-bye. Thank you.
Bye, sir. Thank you. Bye.
Bye-bye, sir. Thank you, sir.
Shivani.